Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. So guys, a surprise update today was announced on the New World website, and I thought we could have a look at it briefly so we know what to expect. So let's just get into it. So this is the New World Update 1.3.4, and the servers will be going down at 11 PM tonight to bring this update onto the live servers. So they say that this week's update will focus on fixes and changes to the tuning orb cooldowns, alongside some other fixes. So for weapons, they are fixing the one-hand sword ability Leaping Strike. Apparently, there was a bug that was causing this ability to be interrupted by any light attack. I never use a one-hand sword, so I haven't personally experienced this, but that is definitely a good fix if that was a problem. And for Void Gauntlet, they are fixing a bug with Refreshing Harvest. This ability was incorrectly reducing the cooldown on any damage you take, instead of only from damage taken from Harvest Essence. I don't know about you, but it seems like the Void Gauntlet just causes them unending problems. I'll be really glad to see what this weapon is like when they finally get it tuned and all the bugs fixed so that it's actually working properly. And for trade skills, it seems they are completely reworking the logging skill, changing the experience curve so that the first 100 levels go by much faster. Which is good because no one liked leveling logging from 0 to 100. It was by far the worst, almost as bad as fishing. And they are fixing crafting stations because something was broken with the French and German clients, so they are fixing it to properly recognize some of the rare materials. I do not exactly know what the issue was here, but most likely a translation error, and the stations were not recognizing materials. That would be my guess. For wars, they are fixing that annoying bug that was preventing you from declaring war on territories where the owners had all transferred, so the companies no longer have members. And they fixed a problem that if the server went down, for whatever reason, you wouldn't be refunded the war cost from a failed to start or interrupted war because of the server reset. That is probably one of the most anticipated fixes that I've been waiting for. There's nothing worse than declaring war, then they announce that the server's going down for maintenance. Completely wasted time and wasted gold. For expeditions, they fixed the bug that was blocking people from completing the puzzle in Lazarus. This one I have experienced, and it is infuriating. So I'm very glad to see they fixed this so quickly. For the expedition orbs, they corrected the purchase cooldown on mutation orbs so that you can now purchase them every 3 days, not once a week as it was after the patch. They made the orbs from Genesis and Lazarus a once a day purchase instead of once every 3 days. So that is an amazing change. Once a day is definitely better than once every 3 days, but at this point I don't understand gating the regular expeditions in any way really. The only downside here is that if you purchased an orb and it is currently on cooldown, you're stuck till the cooldown has expired. And for input buffers, they fixed an issue where input buffers before a player was affected by a crowd control effect, stagger, stun, or knockdown would activate when the effect ended, instead of more recent inputs. Crowd control effects now clear the input buffer when they are first applied. Fixed an issue where attempting to use an ability and then swapping weapons would incorrectly attempt to use the ability on the new weapon that shared the same hotkey. So I think that might fix some of the problems people have been having with the weapon swaps, saying that it's still unresponsive and laggy. I think what was happening is it was queuing abilities, then trying to do the abilities after you'd swap weapons, and it was causing like a freeze for a second. So that might actually fix that. So anyway guys, it was just a small update, but I wanted to cover it, and I have to say I'm very excited still, especially seeing the changes in this patch. We've grown a little too accustomed to fixes and changes post-major patch, taking them sometimes months to correct, but lately they seem dedicated and the fixes are rolling out within days instead of weeks. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.